Phonic and freaking McKinnon need to see the field a lot more.
Oh, they got rid of Madden, and look where they're at now, huh? I guess that wasn't the problem.
The hitting instructors still have their job. That to me is the biggest question. Why do they still have their fucking job?
And all I want to say is,
It's the Todd Fox Postgame Podcast with your host, Todd Fox.
Hey, welcome into another episode of the Halos in the Infield post-game show with your host, Todd Fox here, as I'm working with an inferior camera again, so bear with me on another night before I get the camera set up. So with that being said, let's get right into it. The Angels lose tonight 3-1 to Oakland, the powerhouse Oakland Athletics, who pretty much gutted their team. And we knew they were going to gut their team, but the Angels, we didn't figure they were going to do that at the beginning of the season. Boy, as things changed, had the A's gone, they're catching up to us. They get their 40th win tonight. We have 44, so they're 4 games behind us. We reached 60 losses. So who would have thought that we would have 60 losses this early into the season here, early in August. We're going to get right to the awards, and the John Stamos Award for excellence on the baseball field has to go to none other than Sean Murphy. He was responsible for all 3 runs, including an RBI single earlier in the game, and then also a 2-run homer to ice it for the Oakland Athletics, because the Angels can't score many runs. Again, in July they averaged 1.5 runs a game. They didn't disappoint tonight. They got you that 1 run on 6 hits tonight. Ohtani is a tough luck loser. He loses his 7th now. He goes to 9-7. They allowed 8 hits, but hey, we only struck out 7 times. It's not a double-digit strikeout night again. And then you look at things right here. You had, I think Walsh was terrible in this game. He went 0 for 4 again, lowering his average down to 231. I think he gets the Nacho Night Award because he is just flat out terrible right now. Moniak, or whatever you want to say, made his debut. He left 2 men on base and went 0 for 2. Adele would pinch hit for him and then proceed to strike out. And then Velasquez Squid, the guy I hate the most on this team, 1 for 2 tonight, and he struck out, left 2 men on base. Gosselin came in, did nothing, and so did Rojas. So that just shows you what kind of team we have. Sierra had 2 hits tonight. Renifo had 2 hits, and that's about all that you can pull from this game besides, not a bad outing for Shohei Ohtani. Let's look at his numbers for tonight. Ohtani went 5 2/3, 3 runs, 7 hits allowed. 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts, 1 home run allowed. He still has a sparkling ERA at 2.83. Loop and Bierria came in. They only allowed 1 hit, and that was Jaime allowing the 1 hit through 2 innings. Loop allowed nothing through the 1 1/3. So overall, typical Angels loss. You get good pitching, and the hitting does not even show up to the ballpark. Hopefully this changes next season when we get a new manager and new coaching staff, because Paul Sorrento's fat ass and does nothing, and Jeremy Reed is the biggest dumbass you'll see on this franchise at any point, any time, next to Artie Moreno. He does nothing to help these players do anything better to work on their swings. You watch. Brandon Marsh, who was traded the other day, will be sparkling for the Phillies as he moves on, and his career will flourish with the Philadelphia Phillies, unlike here with the Angels. And also, you look at just the way this team has been all year. No hitting, no batting practice, no fielding experience out there. I mean, just, again, the only coaches I would kind of think to keep would be Benji Gill and Matt Wise and his compadre with the white hair. I think that's all I would keep, dude. I mean, everyone else on this thing sucks ass. So, yeah, you know what? And again, I'm looking at my camera angle right now. It looks pretty damn terrible. I'm all fuzzy compared to my usual stuff. So again, I'm gonna try to work on that to get the camera going, because I'm not liking what I'm seeing here. Anyway. Brandon Marsh jersey, if you haven't entered to win that jersey, it's all about freaking getting, getting, talking about us, or just saying, hey, posting shit about us. No, don't spam anybody. But hit up different baseball pages. We see all the mentions that come on our feed. So if we get enough of them, you could win that brand new jersey courtesy of Halos in the Infield. We're going to get into the comments here and maybe take some phone calls a little later. Let's see. What up, man? Symphony checks in right there with the first comment. Also tonight, please, I'm going to say it only once tonight, dude. I don't want to hear any bashing because I had to do a little damage control the other night. So let's not bash our fellow Halo honks out there. We'll have a segment about Roger being positive later on. But let's not bash our friends and fans on here. It's okay to take shots every now and then, but when we're lighting up the feed, calling people cucks and all that stuff, let's just calm down a little bit. All right, so then Abraham says, let's go, 60th loss of the year. I say we celebrate with buttloads of alcohol and therapy. There you go. Let's see. Hyro37 says, we suck. We can't hit. Absolutely. Josh, what is up, my friend? Hopefully everything's going good with you. He says, good evening. I'm with you on that right now. EQ says. And then Steve Lee says, fuck Adele. All right. And then Pathetic can't even beat the A's. Louis says, why do Soriano and Reed still have jobs? Louis, that has been probably the question that has been asked most of me all season. And I don't have an answer. You fire a manager. You realize what is really holding back the team, which is the hitting coaches, because they're not doing anything. We're doing batting practice in batting cages. We're not on the field. Again, guys like Adele would learn from playing the outfield look, I've been to batting practice so many times. And so you'll have infielders talking with the other team or with their working on drills. Whoever's in the box hits the ball up the middle or to the side, and they're able to field, and they're working on their practicing with a guy who's practicing at the plate, hitting batting practice. Then the guys who are jogging around the warning track, or you have outfielders getting the feel of the outfield by catching the balls in batting practice. That's what you're supposed to do. The Angels don't do none of that, and it shows on the field. That's why they have no skills. That's why they have no fundamentals. That's why they can't hit in these games. Let's see. Hi, Todd. Love you. LOL. Randy says, hi. How you doing? Okay, Todd, tell them don't talk crap tonight. I just did Mountain Dew King. Interior, like these fucking coaches. They got to go. Josh says, also, guys, I only got 3 words. Adele fucking sucks. And if Fletch Facts checks in always. If you haven't been to his page, please check out his page. But he always has the best thing to say, and that is David Fletcher. Fletcher sucks at running, EQ says. What a joke, Adele, Nick says. I like the new, let's see, profile Fletcher Facts. Yes, he has a nice picture right there. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 4A's Otani. Ty Abraham, Fletch Facts, he said thank Ty Abraham. Thank you. My bad. They said the Angels are on their way to lose 95 games, a franchise record, which is crazy because, again, the Angels have been around for a long time. They've had a lot of bad teams, and to think this team has never lost 100 games is pretty crazy. And there wasn't up until, I think, after 2002, I want to say maybe 2005, I may be wrong, but maybe you guys can correct me. Well, I'm forgetting the first year the Angels won 100 games. They had never won 100 games before. We just never have been that good. Don checking in for the first time in a long time. He says, I just start with this shit tonight. I'll be random, but fuck, I hate the Angels Twitter. It's these MFers named rocks in the outfield. Oh, I don't know who they are, but they always nuts. And they're honks, and they're cringy as fucking positivity shit. Exactly. We had a little bit of rivalry with them the other day, and they've been honking it up like crazy. Randy says, so when is the when are we going to be anti-Fletch again? Just making sure I know which trend to hop on this month. Let's see. Growmaster's trying to push the 4A Shohei. Anthony Gonzalez says, can we please get rid of Adele? I'm so sick of hearing his name. Symphony says, what are your thoughts on the Marsh trade? We just did a show on that, and the Marsh trade is this. We got a catcher who is our best, who is basically now the best prospect in our organization. He's tearing it up. We went over his numbers. We checked out his hot and cold streaks. We checked out all that stuff, and he's checking every box. His on-base percentage is good, but he's not going to give you much defense. He's particularly an offensive catcher. Will he make his move and be up here and good? we'll have to see. Only time will tell. But I do like the trade. I just didn't like what we gave up for him. If it was Syndergaard for this guy, I would have been much more happier. Didn't like giving up on Marsh because Marsh, I feel, with a new hitting instructor next year, or hitting instructors, actually that know their head from their ass, he will become something good. But he was screwed out this year. And again, watch Marsh tear it up with Philly. He's not going to do it here. Oscar says the fans should start chanting "Free Ohtani." We should start bringing paper bags to the game and wearing shirts like the one I am with a paper bag on it. It says "Sell the damn team." By the way, you can buy that in our merch store if you go to Halos in the Infield. Ohtani had a forearm cramp. That's why he left the game. Okay, so that's breaking news right there. I didn't even know that. I just knew that he left the game and was pinch hit. And way to go to that awesome bench, man. I hope that bench changes next year, because if your best options are Jose Rojas, Kurt Suzuki, and Phil Gosselin, goddamn, might as well just give us 100 losses now. Fletchfax says, should have traded Ohtani and got a haul. Yes, Fletchfax. People hate that, but I'm telling you, Washington and the Padres won the trade deadline yesterday. Big time. They won the trade deadline yesterday. Washington's now in it for a win later situation with all those young kids. They're going to get a nice little core over there and add pieces. And then look at the Padres. I mean, the Padres got a super team right now. As soon as Tatis comes back, watch the hell out. Let's see. Oscar says send Walsh to AAA. Yeah, well, he got sent down. Well, he should have been sent to AAA. Imagine a team full of Fletchers and Renifos. They would actually win. Grillmaster's saying Shohei sucks, which, again, is not a smart take. Don says, that is what I meant. Damn, this MFers on Twitter just pissed me off with their takes about this team. Yes, and the funny thing is, Don, those guys went honkish. They sold their soul to the devil. They said, we're not going to be who we started to be. They started to be the no-nonsense, this is how we feel about the team, we're going to give it to you straight. And we were the same way, and we kept that way. We're always going to be that way. Whether they're good or bad, we're going to give you the no-nonsense take. We're going to give you our feelings. We're not going to sugarcoat. We're not going to honk it up. But they sold their soul to the devil to get those press passes, and I hope they're worth it, because I guess in the end, it's just going to make you look a little like a bootlicking houseman, sort of like me. What's wrong with being a bootlicking houseman? What's wrong with hanging off of Shohei Ohtani's or Artie Moreno's ball sack just to get what you want? What's wrong with saying the sky is not falling and the Angels are going to win 95 games, not 95 losses? What's wrong with being a little positive? Well, maybe toxic positivity, maybe? Let's see. Cameron says, shut up, Sean. So there's an argument right there already. We win every game by 20 runs, Abraham said, if we had players like that. Let's see. Randy's saying, who cares about Marsh right now? Renifo is horrible. Cameron says, I don't think so. I think he's actually the only one playing with heart right now. This team will have a better staff than the Phillies next year. Watch. I agree with Randy on that one. Watch. Fletchfax doesn't like Matt Wise. Oh, it's the same old song, James said. James says... let's see, where's the graphics? The graphics aren't around right now because I have to fix the transitions. Those haven't gotten fixed yet. They will be fixed here soon. But I'm trying to fix up the camera as well. I got 3 letters for the 2 names to say: DFA, Jeremy Reed, and Paul Sereno. My God, Matt Bedingo, if we could use Grillmaster's powers to freaking DFA 2 useless sons of bitches, it'd be them 2. Nice shirt, Todd. You make that? No, I got that from Randy Yaz. The Yaz man made this Sell the Damn Team shirt, and I guarantee you it is a nice buy for your family and those non-honkish friends that you have. It's a really cool shirt, very good design. Fletchback says, waiting for Todd to say David Fletcher. Exactly. Didn't Renifo score the only run today, Abraham says. And then these motherfuckers were dissing this page too low-key. Yeah, they were. And thank you for sticking up for us, too. Dan says Ohtani with the cramp in his right forearm. Renifo and Squid, 50-year deals. Yeah, he wants them to get lifetime contracts right there. Let's start bashing each other. Fletchback says, let's not. That was just, come on, man. The other night, Ohtani seemed a little flat towards the end of the 5th inning. Thoughts, Todd? Well, it was this forearm apparently that's giving him some problems. Hopefully it's nothing serious because we cannot let him get into any kind of injuries or any kind of pain as we're going to see about maybe possibly moving or extending him. Like I said on the other show, if Ohtani seems to be one of those guys that's going to be like, hey, you know what? I don't want to talk contract in season. So if you're going to extend me, it's got to be before spring training. So the Angels are now on the clock to extend this guy because if he don't, he's going to shut the negotiations down. And then he's going to enter into free agency if you don't trade him in next year's deadline. And let me break it to you, Angel fans, right now. You're not going to get a freaking Soto move by trading him next deadline. You'd have to get somewhat similar to a Soto move in the offseason. That's if you want to trade him. So there's just a lot of questions going on right now. See what happens when this team loses, turns us against each other. Exactly. Mountain Dew says, please, not tonight. Cameron says, I think we should turn Fletcher into a two-way player. Oh, my God. Losing to the Athletics is embarrassing. We simply don't have an identity. Boy, you aren't not lying, Symphony. Let's see. EQ says it's a yes. Is Courtney mad at me for saying that word? I didn't mean to. No, it's okay, Matt Bedingo. She encouraged it last night. She shocked all of us yesterday. That was pretty funny. I will never, ever turn on a brother at Fast Times. There you go. I think you're with me on that. Leaf checks in with things are not guaranteed in life. Death, taxes, and the Colorado Rockies doing absolutely nothing at the trade deadline. I get you right there. Fletchback says we should teach Fletcher how to play every position and move him into the 4 spot. Oh, my God. Too much love for Fletcher. 37, Reed Detmers should be the pitching coach and a player. I don't know about that one, but we do need a new pitching coach. I do like Wise if we're not going to move on any of the coaches. Tonight we were Courtney's favorite word, trash, exactly. We could trade Trout for Marshback. Nah, I don't think so. So, Todd, you remember 1994? I miss those days. Oh, my God, 1994 Angels. I'm assuming, let's see, I'm assuming Trout might be done for the season, Alex says. You know what? And then we haven't heard nothing to the effect of even, hey, he's day by day. He might come back next week. Here's the question to ask, Angel fans. Is Trout done? Is it time for him to retire? If this is going to be something that's going to sit him for weeks, Angels can't afford that. We already have injuries with our other big-name players. So what if we're in the playoff race right now? What if we're in the pennant chase right now? What if Trout just says, hey, man, I got to hang it up for a couple weeks? Or, hey, this is bothering me again. I got to sit out. It's not going to work. So it might be turning into one of those things where we've seen the best of Trout. And I don't want to say that. I want to see the best years still to come. I want to see him still have 4 or 5 good years of crazy-ass baseball. I just don't see it right now until we see a change in his mentality. My new favorite custom phrase or Courtney phrase is dried up pussy. Oh, jeez. Exactly. See, you can hear the frustration in Garrett Anderson on the post-game show. We need these old timers as coaches back on the management staff. And Yolanda, I would take them if they wanted the position. I don't think they want the position. There's a lot of stress with being a coach. We're watching a historic Angels team, LOL. Yes, in the wrong way, Andrew Rivas. The Angels must think it's this is golf where the team with the lowest score wins. If that were the case, we'd be doing a hell of a job every night. I've watched my Cal State Fullerton Titans baseball team do practice, and they do it seriously, hitting on the field, the guys throwing bullpens, outfielders jogging around the warning track. Exactly, Grillmaster. Angels lost 95 games twice in 68 and 74. Oh, that makes sense because that was earlier on this in their franchise. Let's see. Also, I have interviewed 2 of these pitchers too. Guys, if you heard closely during the game when the announcer called Adele's name, all the girls in the stadium's pussy started to dry up. Oh, jeez. My Twitter got suspended. I'm not commenting. I'm not a communist asshole. Oh, jeez. 2008 was the year they got the 100 wins. I knew James was going to come up with that. I knew it. Let's see. Let's see. Highlight of tonight's game was the tribute to Vin Scully. I think that was well deserved too. That was a tough night for all baseball fans the other night. We should get Bryson Stott, Cameron says. We had a division locked up in September 1st back in 2008. That's crazy. Yes, we did. The good old days. Martin Boylan checks in with, I was hoping to have picked up the A's catcher Murphy in a trade. Yeah, but they wouldn't trade him to us. We'd have to do like a 3-team trade. Don says, you know me, I'm never negative towards, no one, but damn, they hating on this page for a real about about how bad this team is. You know what, and Don, let me know if they've hit on us more than the other day, because I know they took shots about our shirt stuff. How didn't the A's trade Murphy, and how didn't they trade a guy like, well, they're actually trying to keep some sort of like team for the next year or two. 3 new paper bag designs in the merch shop. Yes, check out the merch shop. Randy's been hard at work and making some really cool stuff, and he's got some really cool paper bag logos out there, and amongst a lot of other cool positive Angel stuff. So it's not just all negative. Let's see. This fucking team sucks. I don't know why some fans can't accept this shit. It's the Honks, dude. The Honks can't get over the fact that we're not going to win right now. The Honks can't say, hey, we're demanding change. The Honks are the ones that are still going to go to the stadium and cheer and get mad at you when you boo. You have you realize that when Adele made that play, there was some fans, I saw a TikTok video where they were booing Adele, and the fans next to him were like, shut up, leave him alone, he's a good player. It's like, no, he should have been charged for 3 errors that night. Jim saw each error, and he was telling me, along with my dad, Adele sucks. And those are two guys who are usually pretty positive, or they try to stay positive because they love the Angels. We all do. We just show our personalities or our views differently sometimes because of our frustration or excitement. Sky Bolt, now that's the name. Jim says, last 2 nights watching Sierra in the outfield, his defense is clearly above and beyond Adele. I agree with you, Jim. Dodgers fans' expectations, Juan Soto. Dodgers fans' reality, Joey Gallo. That's a good one, Leaf. They got another guy who strikes out a lot. Remember the word rebuild. It's not in Artie's dictionary. Absolutely. I take Reggie Willits over Adele. Damn, that's a pull right there. Also, Anthony Rivas says, it seems like Perry wants to rebuild more than anything with the moves like he made. Exactly, but we didn't do a total rebuild. That's the problem. Don said, and my bad, Todd, it has been a while since I've been I've checked in, but this team has been hard to watch. Don, I don't mind, bro. I mean, life goes on. This team sucks. I mean, it's hard to keep coming back to this post game and being positive or saying, hey, you know what? Let's look on the bright side. I mean, when they're doing the same shit every night and they're not showing heart, I don't blame a lot of you for checking out. I really don't. I would love for you to be enthusiastic, and I'd love for us to have something to cheer about, but we just don't. I would rather get Joey Gallo than Adele, Cameron says. At Fast Times, anything above or over Adele, she says. Mateo checks in with James. Abraham says, I'd take a little league over Adele right now. Nick says, can I ask why you left Angels Central? Nick wants to know. Well, I just left because, we just got into some, creative differences. I wanted to run my show my way, and he had different ideas, and that's the only reason why I left. Really, is just I felt that I couldn't do what I want to do over here, and instead of having an already established audience, I just wanted to start something new, and took Fernando with me, and got James with me, and got other people, Chase and Andrew and Courtney, and we just started our own team over here, man, and it's worked since then. So, and Randy came along, and Randy's like been, without Randy, dude, without everybody that's pitched in, we wouldn't have this page. If I did this by myself, I couldn't do half the shit that we've done on this page. Nothing. It's been Fernando, it's been James, it's been Randy pitching in, it's been everybody who's been part of this page just doing their thing, and that's what we do over here. It's a team, dude. It's like not just one person, it's a team. We all work together, and brought VT over. So, we got a lot of good people on here, and now Dominique's a part of this thing. So we're going to have Ducks hockey in the off season. So without a team, you can't have something good. And I think despite the losing, despite the freaking the way the teams played, I mean, this page would be so much more if the team was winning. That's my only regret right now is that the team is not good right now. Because if the team were good, this page would really take off. Nicholas Hernandez says, I'm still an Angels fan at heart, but I'm cheering for the Padres because they have something to play. They have something in common. Fuck the Dodgers. Yes, Nicholas, I'm with you right there all the way. Mateo says 43-60. Let that sink in. And remember, we were 27-17 at one point. I don't get. I don't get him started. Steve Lee says. Oscar says, remember that one Looney Tunes where Bugs Bunny was playing pitcher and the catcher? I think we need to sign him ASAP. That's a kind of two-way player we need. Exactly. James, these transitions aren't working. Can you fix them, please? Well, yeah, I'm going to have that hopefully fixed by tomorrow. There's a little slight tear. That's the reason why I'm not using those transitions. I'd rather take Zach Milf Banger Wilson over Adele. Okay. So get well soon at Mateo. He's in quarantine. Oh, shit. Yeah, get well. Todd for president. Thank you, Hector. And by the way, if you want to see some cool-ass tats, dude, Hector rocks some really cool Angels tats. We may need to sign Air Bud at this point, EQ says. Yes, Air Bud, the baseball edition. I need to make my powers so I could DFA more people and coaches. Yes, you do, Grillmaster. Let's see. You don't score till you score. Exactly. We have not scored. Let's see. Also, just may acquire one of those great-looking T-shirts. They're worth it, actually. They're really good. Matt isn't that wise. Oh, geez. Abraham says, I think the Angels in the outfield, this Adele buddy needs more time, and the Angels helping him. They have not helped him whatsoever. EQ also says Artie is going to sign Ohtani for $1 billion over 100 years. He should live forever. Holy shit. Let's see. Cameron says, bro, we're Angel fans. I wake up every day in the morning like that. Well, you know, Cameron, it's the same thing. Like, again, I'm not knocking this team as far as, like, I hate this team. I love this team. If we didn't love this team, like Fernando says, we wouldn't be doing this shit every day. We wouldn't be rooting for this team every time. We wouldn't be hyped up about a trade deadline that let us down. We were looking for positives, and there was a lot of negatives. Let's go tomorrow. NFL preseason starts. Let's go 2023 Angels baseball. Rally Chris is already checked out. I wake up with Angels posters every day. When I'm sure, I mean, we basically have our own little man caves and girl caves of freaking Angels baseball. Wake up to another loss every day, Cameron says. Well, that's it right there, too. Artie and Perry are lost for words. What to do to make this team better? Ooh, yeah, there's a lot that needs to get taken place right there. Queen Courtney James says, get reminded that I choose the path in the year back to the Angels every year. Put a 10 over this circus. Exactly. We need the circus music again. I will continue to go to Angels games until Shohei Ohtani plays for another team via free agency next year. So Christopher's already saying, you know, we're not even going to trade this guy. If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Kurt. Steve Lee says, we all know he is done for this season just like last year, meaning Trout. No, Trout isn't done. Stop. Stop saying that at once. Stop. And he's obviously joking. EQ says, let's sign Bugs Bunny and Air Bud and raise Jackie Robinson from the dead for manager. That actually could happen. See, who needs Trout? We have Steve Lee's favorite player, Adele. Fernando checking in there. Mateo says this team is frustrating as shit. And you know what? I have to apologize to Mateo because when this team got off to a good start, Mateo was like, man, you know what? I really want to witness Angels playoff baseball for the first time as a fan because he's a young kid, young guy, and he hasn't really witnessed them in the playoffs. And, I thought this was a year. So I told him, hey, man, there's a good chance this team's going to be in the postseason. Boy, I feel stupid. Trout is not done yet. Doesn't need to retire. He has hella years left. I hope so. But when he's doing this back to back and he's been hurt 3 of the last 4 years, you have to question it a little bit. Mike Redmond for manager. Let's see. How about former Padres manager? No, I don't want any kind of former Padres manager. I was 7 in 1994. I don't remember a whole lot from that baseball season. Just a lot of times going to the doctors and also having appointments and surgeries. Damn, sorry to hear about that. Let's see. We'd be 60-40 with some shit if this was golf. 60-40, yes. Hector says this team is playing like old men without a blue pill. That's pretty good. Let's see. Also, Jaime Name says Adele is the new Brandon Wood. Let's see. How about Mike Schmidt? Mike Schmidt's been Randy's proposed player. Ron Washington is a good one too. Daniel says instead of replacing Syndergaard, big picture. Let's see. Big picture out in front of the line of stadium with another player. They instead put thank you fans. Yeah, they take Syndergaard's picture down and put thank you fans. Like, hey, fuck you. Abraham says I was 4 when the Angels were in that 08 season. Grillmaster says 8 wasn't me. I was Erstad. Who was Roger? What was Roger saying today? I'll get to that in a minute. Let's just pick up a player from Cal State Fullerton and down the street. That's not that hard. Josh says, but you guys do have a leg up on the other useless piece of shit page if you know what I'm talking about. Wink, wink. Yes, I do, Josh. What about Dave Martinez if he is fired by AJ Hinch or AJ Hinch? I like both of those managers, but again, you have to give them weapons, so it all depends on what the GM can do. Maybe Mike Schmidt, Grillmaster says, I do like all those three. The coaches failed Adele. How do you said switching with Marsh doing good in Philly? Same goes with Adele. Watch, I agree. They failed him by sending him up and down too much, screwing with his weak mentality. And you know, you got something good there in freaking Marsh, and he's going to take off in Philly. He will, watch, with the support there. None of us would last long on Roger Lodge's show. He wants no negativity. Yeah, he would hang up on me like he did last time. Bud Black, no, I wouldn't take him right now. Could we have traded Rendon back to Washington again, Steve Lee says. Todd, what is Papa Fox saying? Right now, Papa Fox is like, this team pitches like they want to win, but they hit like they want to lose. That's what he's saying. I'm honestly imagining Halo honks behaving like the Dallas Cowboy fans. Is that accurate? No, it's not, because we don't call each other America's team. That's for sure. I've been saying Adele sucks since last year. He couldn't hit in AAA, or he couldn't hit AAA pitching, Randy says. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. I don't know why you put that. Daniel says they should put a big banner of vendors instead of players. Adele fucking sucks. Rendon sucks. There you go, Steve Lease. That's her way of saying hi. JV says Adele is traded or has been traded around playoff push for a team to a platoon. Yeah, Adele has lost a lot of value, JV. My work is paying me to tomorrow and tickets to the Diamond Club, Jacob. So well, enjoy the 1 run or the 2 runs of support the Angels will give tomorrow. Hi, my name says, I've noticed that Marsh wasn't on the roster for the Phillies. At least is smart enough to send him down to AAA. Yeah, you know, he's going to work on his swing. And you watch by September, he'll be up there raking. If you paid for your ticket tonight, you can boo all you want. Exactly. I still don't know what if I want to go, Jacob says. Vernon Wells over Adele at this point. Real Angel honks will accept every year when we're not going to make the playoffs, when we show big struggles. They don't really look at that. Rob says, Grill, usually you shy away from managers with who have been fired. Usually there's a reason for them to be when they were fired. Yes, exactly. Steve Lee says, boo all the time. Let's bring Juan Rivera to play left field, JV says. I miss that guy. Good hitter. Should we trade Trout and Ohtani and do we rebuild? I would think so. I wanted them to, go all in or don't go all in at all. Either rebuild or restock, and they seem to just put it in neutral again. Let's see. Also, is it in Adele's mind, he be like, I must have been better than Marsh. They offloaded him than not me. Yes, I don't think he's learned his lesson yet, but then again, he's not been given help either. Jacob says Gallo used to do damage to us, but now when he was in Texas, but now he sucks. I want a manager who can get us back to the fucking dance. I'm ready for football season, Mateo says. Yes, I am too. Badingo says, so what are you saying that all the honks saying all that Todd's brother Roger Lodge's fault? Well, it's not Roger Lodge's fault. I think, or what you said, because it was jumbled right here. It says, so what are you saying that all this honks saying is all Todd's brother Roger Lodge's fault? Well, yeah, I think it is, because Roger Lodge is like the creator. He's the guy who has been marinating the Angel fans who didn't have an outlet to go on podcasts, to hear podcasts, to listen to. I mean, all they had was AM 830. All the other radio stations locally don't talk Angels baseball, and for good reason, or because they're the LA market and they don't want to help the Angels, even though we claim the LA market, but we know better. So you basically have one voice of reason, and that's Roger Lodge, and he hates if you're not positive. So you're screwed either way. Let's see. Blessed be the. Let's see. Hold on. Manny active for manager. What about Lloyd McClendon? No, those are two guys too old in the game. Let's see. Also, Hector says because Angel Central English sucks as well. Wow. Yeah, well, I kind of jumble my comments on here because sometimes I don't read this or I read too fast. Abraham says, imagine the day we make the playoffs, even if we lose, just the satisfaction of the fans knowing that we're back, that we made it back, and Artie needs to open his eyes. All we need to do is make the playoffs, winning, hopefully, and getting to the World Series. It starts with getting into the playoffs, and that's what I was hoping that the Angels would do, would be to get back into the postseason and freaking get their feet wet and then build from there. Have other free agents come in, draft other players, sign other guys, and make this team work. But no, we took a step back. Randy says, I fucking love being part of Heedy. We love you being here too. The Ducks did sign a good defenseman. Yes, they did, Jacob. I love you, Todd and Heedy. Thank you, Grill Master. I never get Angels postseason baseball, but I've accepted that. See, Mateo, that kind of talk makes me sad and depressed, but that's on the Angels, not me anymore. Abraham says, I'm grateful to have come across Heedy and become able to talk and take things off my chest, and you guys listen. Thank you, Abraham. Appreciate that. Verbeek seems to be doing good things. Yeah, Pat Verbeek, I liked him with Hartford way back in the day as a player, so yeah, I'm glad he's part of the Ducks organization as well. Let's see. You will next year get back to the playoffs. I promise you. Just watch at Mateo. Randy says. He says, keep your head up, bro. I like that, Randy. Will Ducks make the playoffs this coming season? I think so. I hope so. He says, will the Ducks make it? They were playing playoff hockey until they hit that skid in the second half of the season. That's for sure. We need a motivational speaker to help us perform. Tony Regans? No, I don't think so. Is Duffman on the team still? Good question. I haven't seen him around. I think he's been hurt for a while. Plus, you have been doing post-game lives every night. When was the last time Angels Central did a post-game live? I think when I was there. I think that's the last time, Matt. I don't think the Ducks make it Abraham next year, though. I think they're going to be better, Grillmaster. Guys, am I the only one that forgot about Duffy? No, I think I did too. Super Duff is on the 60-day I guess. Well, there you go. I think the Braves I think Beavis and Butthead scored more than the Angels have right now. They have, James. That's freaking crazy. Grillmaster or Mateo says Phil Numbnuts Nevin. Let's see. Also, I wouldn't have stuck around for 30 years if I didn't love this damn team. Exactly, Randy. It's a love-hate thing right now. Right now, they're hating us for loving them. Let's see. Also, Don says, Todd, what's your thoughts on Ohapi? What was his name? I think it's Ohapi. Fernando was trying to teach me how to say that in the show earlier. Think he'll be ready for next year. I think he'll be auditioning in spring training in next year. Whether he makes the team is whether or not we sign another catcher to go along with Stassi. But I really, really like this kid and his upside. I think it's a gamble, but it's a good gamble in my opinion. Are we required to play the rest of the season? Rest of the season's game? Can we just call it a season? I wish no more Moreno. I wish we could just say, hey, let's pull the plug. But nope, not gonna happen. Go Birds Fly, Ryu says. How do you know preseason starts tomorrow? There is one game. I think it's the Hall of Fame game. Jags Raiders tomorrow. James says, Nomar Moreno says, I think we had a great trade deadline. We cleared up more cash to add better players next year. Well, that depends, because a lot of that will go to Ohtani if we don't spend our money right. So we fired Madden when the struggle continued, and he wasn't the problem. He was the problem, but you didn't clean out the whole staff. You should have got rid of those hitting coaches. Abraham says, give high sight to football. It's around the corner. Exactly. Football's right around the corner. Matt Bedingo's trolling. He says, go Seahawks. I mean Chargers. LOL. Shut up. Go Hawks and Chiefs. Mountain Dew says, Paul Sereno will accept another year of contract if he can gets another whole year of nachos, no pay, and no bonus. Yeah, the nachos pay for him, EQ. We should give Velasquez a blank check, sign the guy for life. Hell no. Will the Angels ever make playoff baseball? Hopefully next season. I'm down for a 10-year, $10 million for EQ says for our boy Squid. Leaf says that's almost as bad as saying that the Washington Huskies could go 10-2 last year and they went 4-8. $500 million bonus, EQ says. Neither have I seen the Angels in the postseason. Poor Mountain Dew King. Yep, those guys will flourish with other teams, Thor and also Marsh. Rally Chris says also we're going to hear very soon about Trout next out for the season and with some injury that we don't even know about. Rally Chris is calling it right there. You should listen. Let's see. Steve Lee says you should have listened to me when I told you to wait until this team wait till July to start talking about the postseason. Yes, Steve Elise, you were right. I was wrong. I got too hyped up on the honk train, and yes, she proved me wrong again. Angels playoff games are amazing. Remember the wild card game against the Royals. Mike Schmidt, no Schmidt. Leaf says. Don says, yeah, the spine injury doesn't hinder Trout over a long term because that's serious, to be honest. I agree. I wanted to make let's see. I wanted to make till I had that dream about Ersty. Oh yeah, Erstad coming. I want Ron Washington right there. James is saying. Mateo says at least one of my teams is champion, so I'll be happy with that. EQ says Todd for GM. Boy, I would make some sweeping ass changes, EQ. Our third baseman had an almost 400 on-base percentage last year in Cal State Fullerton. Matt Bedingo says the Angels are playing like the Cleveland Indians of the Major League right now. Yes, they are. Oh, you mean Guardians now? God, I don't respect that franchise. Screw Ohio. Abraham says, I have a buddy who plays for Cal State Long Beach. He's a first baseman and a stud. Maybe the Angels see him. Who knows? Grillmaster's saying the Cowboys fans are overrated. Omar Vizquel would be awesome candidate for manager. He would be, actually. I do like his mindset because his other teammates have done good when they've moved into the managerial spot. I think Jose Cora did a good job. Matt Bedingo says, and Artie is being like the owner from the movie as well. No loyalty to the team. I totally agree. Adele says hello to strikeouts. Mateo says, can we please make admission free for the rest of the season? That would actually be smart. Howie Kendrick. Dell's striking out, and he gets more time to get back to eat nachos in the dugout. Yeah, it's faster for him. Those nachos are a hot sell at the game, and especially throwback. I don't know if you saw the throwback helmets. They busted out the blue throwback helmets for the nachos. I was pretty stoked by that. Billy Epper is making us look bad right now. Well, the Mets organization with Cohen is making us look bad. At this point, we should just enter the free agent. We should just enter for free to get into games. EQ says, I agree, dude. Let's see. I say Grillmaster bangs. Oh, here we go. Going back and forth. Let's not trash everybody tonight, please. I want to have one night where we don't do that. Let's see. Also, if you were Trout, are you giving the Angels more of a shot in the postseason before you demand a trade? I think right now he's not gonna get any kind of trade. His contract and even his stock has gone down. He's got to reinvent himself. Scott says, since we took a step backwards with the trading, they better have a plan for the off season. It cost us too much money to watch this farm club suffer every day. I agree. This team is just taking a big bad seat. Trout has already said this is where he wants to be. Yeah, he's not going to go anywhere. Did Montiek start at center? He started in the game. He didn't start in center, but he went 0 for 2. Early pregame show tomorrow, James says. I didn't watch the game, Jacob says. Also, Duffy on the 60 DL. Are you going to watch the Jags-Raiders game tomorrow or waste your time on the Angels? Well, seeing as both those teams aren't my teams, Oscar, and yes, I love football, but not enough to love preseason, no contact. Let's see, what is that called? Pro Bowl type football? No, I'm good. I'd rather watch baseball. I don't get hyped up until regular season week 1. All I care about in preseason is we don't have any catastrophic freaking knee injuries, back injuries, out for season injuries. If we could just get through that without any of those, I'm cool with football, but any otherwise, no. Let's see. Also, how many Buttercups have we had this year? Not too many, Mateo. I say I've done about 7 or 8 Buttercups, and that's a little compared to how many damn Buttercup songs we heard last season with a game and the team just blowing games left and right. That's why Randy came up with the blow pen shirts, because we were blowing so many goddamn games last year. It was pathetic. Let's see. Also, let me get over here. I got a couple more things. I know I'm humming right there. I'm doing what grandpas do. I can't believe I'm a grandpa. That's the fucking craziest shit ever. Never thought I would get to that. Also, let's see how many. I read that one. We need to bring up Homer J. Simpson. Hell yeah, he would rally this team in a heartbeat. Isn't regular season starting September 6th? It is. Let's see. Churro says off-season signings: trade Adele Adams for Pablo Lopez, sign Evaldi, Syndergaard, Peterson, Chapman for relief pitching. That's not a bad haul right there. With the exception, well, I do like Pablo Lopez too. Evaldi, I don't know, man. I mean, that guy, we should have had him a couple years ago before Boston got him. I would love to have Syndergaard back as well, though, to be honest. I really would. I do like Syndergaard. Let's see. Hold on. I'm just checking one more thing here because I'm supposed to have this one number up. There it is right there. Let's see. Also, let me get in a couple more of these. I can see Ohapi making the season next year. I'm a little concerned about Ohtani. He is 0-3 since the All-Star break, but it's not his ERA, though. Where is C-Rod updates? Todd, do you know how he's doing? You know what? We will not see C-Rod this year. And I was surprised. I thought C-Rod was going to be at this point making his major league debut along with Canning. There's an opportunity that Canning might not go. So, you know, those are two pitchers that were going to be big time either in the bullpen or starters. And both those guys now are going to be regulated to starting next season and doing off-season rehab, because we would have already heard about them being scheduled for some sort of a rehab starts to get ready for September. But no, they are not anywhere close to it still. So they're still way back and not in the picture right now. We need to pass on Footy Spice to Serrano and not Todd. Shut up. Martin says, the more and more concerned about Ohtani, I will go. Squiddy Poo, 50-year deal. Let's see. Also, guys, let's be real. Thor comes back to the team next year. I would like that. Is it possible? Yeah, but I don't see it happening. Let's see. Give me shivers, Ed Sheeran. Or will we be able to call in yet? Just about a second here. Might as well. Gooby or Langston for pitching coach. Neither one of those guys want the pressure. Not Todd being excited by the nachos. Yeah, I'm starting to fall on the nachos. They're pretty damn good, I got to say that. They do give you a lot for $20. It's more like paying for the damn, what do you call it, the helmet. Don says, we have to get some high-end prospects ASAP. I need them to rebuild this farm system to get to top 10 at least. I'd like to see him just at 15 at this point. Damn. Let's see, Ohtani, or what is it? O'Neal Cruz is my new favorite player, Jacob says. Yeah, he's fun to watch from the Pirates. He is really fun to watch. You guys are talking some football right here. Let's see, get that Weaver 61 jersey. October 12th starts the Anaheim Ducks hockey season. Let's see. Also, should we trade Griffin Canning? They got no value. They got to get back out there and start playing. Carlos Ortega says one run is goofy clown baseball. It sure is. The setbacks just screw up everything, Dylan says. Also, I think we should wait until next year to bring up Bush and Bachman. No point this year. Well, you know what? You might want to just throw them in here in September just to get their feet wet. But, yeah, I kind of agree with you. It might be better to start them off in spring training. Another move can be from last season. Let's see, re-signing Corn on the Cob. He was a good leader. Let's see, what about teams who have given what would they have given him for try? It's hard to say. His value's gone way down with these last few injuries, but they could have got some really top-notch players. EQ says, what about trading Velasquez for O'Neill? Oh, yeah. Pittsburgh's dumb trading for in their own division, but they're not that dumb, EQ. But, boy, if they offered him, man, that dude's a stud. 714-598-3221 is the number to call in. 714-598-3221. I don't know what it is with my throat tonight. It's raspy. It's super raspy. Do we go with the youth movement again? If we had a plan, Mateo. You're on the Halo Honk line.
Hello?
What's up? Who's this?
Hello?
Hello? You're on the air. Can you hear me? Okay. You're on the Halo Honk line. Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Hello?
Todd?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hello? I think you muted yourself, bro. Okay. So try to unmute yourself right there. 714 tickets. 714 tickets. Buy today. Go tonight. Let's try this again. You're on the Halo Honk line, damn it.
Kind of weird right now, but I know I'm watching the live on somewhere else, but I can hear you as well from there. But I just wanted to say, like, it's crazy how the Angels will, I just want to tell every Angels fan right now, like, I don't want you guys to get your hopes up about Sierra. Like, this guy is absolutely, like, hauling right now. Like, he's playing good defense. He's out there hitting, but, like, sad truth right now, this man is going to end up in AAA or DFA the same way as Forrest Stefani got sent down, and McKinnon as well, or McKinnon got DFA'd. Like, it's a sad truth right now.
Yeah, right now the organization doesn't have much of a organization like a path. They're sending down McKinnon and then just a DFA him. It makes no sense.
Have much of an organization like a path. They're sending down McKinnon and then just a DFA him. They don't have much of an organization like a path.
Whoa, there you go. Steve Lisa is saying, put foot in your mouth, hon. Be quiet. Be quiet. Good God. Let's see. Stop with the foot emojis. Let's not start that again. You're on the Halo Honk line.
Sorry, my thing's acting weird. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, it's like, my nephew is going to the game tomorrow, and I'm telling him, like, he's telling me he's excited to go, and I'm like, at this point, the more exciting thing you got to go for is that helmet nachos. You got to join in with the Sereno nachos,
Oh, yeah, you got to indulge in the nachos, man, because if you don't, you got nothing else to play for, because, those nachos are fueling this offensive show out by only scoring 1.5 runs a game in the month of July, and it's starting out great here in August, too. Everything is just getting better and better. Hello?
And then,
okay.
and then also, like, if I just want to, like, also add on top of that, it's like, as the Angels move on these next couple of months, these next couple of weeks, we're not going to see any improvement. We're not going to see nothing besides no changes. Like, of course we're gonna have guys like Rengifo, Fletcher, and hopefully Sierra stays on the team, because sometimes the Angels make these moves to these guys that we want to give a shot to. Like Sierra right now, he's proven that he could be a left fielder this probably, if he stays next year, he could be our next starting left fielder next year. And then also, like, Fletcher and Rengifo, we'll see a lot of next year as well. And it's just like, I hope these guys don't get DFA'd or somehow find their way in the AAA lineup, because, you know, Artie over here just wanting to ride his bike down to Capella to get to Angel Stadium.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, he's pretty much gonna, and I'll let you go because you got a lag on your phone. But call in tomorrow, dude. I think you're just calling in from the wrong thing. But right now, I think what you got here is that you got a team that is basically, got no direction. Artie is gonna be. I mean, right now, John Stamos can't save this team, as excellent as he is. Paul Sorrento's nacho eating is just being a running joke because his team is pathetic. Jeremy Reed with his Pokemon. And right now, I'm getting punked on the messages right now because of all the damn feed emojis. God damn it, dude. Like every last one of you guys. And that's it. I'm going to throw it into a Roger Lodge segment because we need some positivity in this bitch because of all you guys and your feet shit. So you guys are towing me one way into the other, all around this page. But basically what I'm going to say here is the Angels need a regime change. And they need to bring Artie Moreno down to manage, to be the general manager, to be the food concession guy. They need him to be sweeping the floors or mopping the floors in the bathrooms when some guy has an accident. The Angels need just an Artie Moreno regime change because he is the guy that brings winning baseball to this team. Just look at the last 8 years of us not making the playoffs. Just look at how many stupid signings this team has made year after year because we can't get nothing done in the front office. And just look how I ride my bike down Catella with my little basket with John Stamos' little buttocks sitting in that basket while I smell his hair like Joe Biden smells a young girl with that stench of John Stamos' excellence coming into my nostrils as I get people set up for a blind date through 714 tickets to sit in the 600 level and watch these Angels lose and score 1 run a game and only 7 hits and have multiple strikeouts. It is the way to go. Just as the way to go is to listen to my show on AM 830 on, what is it? Yeah, the Sports Lodge with Roger Lodge. That is what Roger Lodge is talking about. Oh, man. Yeah, here we go. Damn, dude. It's like foot emojis everywhere. Come on now. Always here to tow with you. Here we go. 714 tickets. That's what Alex says right now. Can we get another phone call in? Because I need to be distracted from all this hate. See, I said no honk on honk or Angel fan. No Heedy on Heedy kind of like bashing. And then we get into, let's just bash Todd then. 714-598-3221. To hell with all of you. I'm going to end this show early. I'm going to turn the show around, kids. Stop misbehaving. Let's see. Randy says, Todd, I got to cut loose, foot loose. Kick off my Sunday shoes. Yeah. Yeah, I know where that's going. So 714-598-3221. Can we talk some baseball? Instead of foot shit? We're going to be talking tough acting Tinactin here in a minute. Other than that, I got not much left because I've been throwing off my games tonight. Because, dude, 3-1, another loss to the boring-ass Oakland Athletics. And then we get some sort of, like, good positivity going and we get a good flow. And then all of a sudden, Steve Lease and Randy start with their fucking foot shit. Their foot fetish shit back at me. I don't know, man. I don't know. Someone call in. For the love of God, save the show. Matt Bendigo says, oh, come on, Todd. You got to have a little fun. When it's every damn comment, though. Come on. Abraham said, Ohtani says he's not willing to lose anymore. He's going to play tomorrow, and he's focused. Exactly. And then Randy says, football. It's the Halo honk line. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, who's this?
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me? Okay, maybe not. Dude, what the hell is going on with the phones? There should not be this issue. Hold on. Maybe it is me. Hold on. It's the Halo honk line. Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Todd?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to... Can you hear me? You know what? Hold on a minute. I'm going to restart that, and maybe it's on my end. But I had everything set up, so that's kind of whack if that's not working, because it should have no issues, dude. Let's try it one more time here. There's status here. Let me look at something. Maybe it's on my side. But I didn't change anything up, so what the fuck is the problem? Because I'm hearing it loud and clear, dude. It's the Halo Honk line. Can you hear me? Hello? Dude. Hello? Can you hear me?
Hey, first time, long time. Can you hear me, Todd?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, see.
Sounds like a Verizon commercial.
Okay, see, I messed up. So whoever called in the last couple calls, do call in after James, because I just fixed it. So that was a problem on my end. It was not your guys' end. So what is up,
well,
James?
You were on your toes there. You're on your toes then, right?
I hate you all right now. I hate you all because some chick I won't name threw out one of my unfortunate. I'm not even gonna mention it. But now, yeah.
Gotta cut loose, hang loose. Hey man, I'm hoping Sierra gets his feet wet, out in the outfield, hits for average, really shows up well. I don't know if Trout's gonna come back. It seems like, he's not gonna play again this year.
Mm-hmm.
What is the first report on Ohtani? I just heard there was arm soreness. What was it?
Forearm soreness.
Forearm soreness. Yeah,
Yeah.
that can be a little alarming there. I'm thinking of the worst. Okay, he's not going to pitch again, but at least he can hit like that one season 2020. But right now it's all about, trying to get those young guys to do well. Mickey Moniak, I forgot to mention him yesterday, but, he didn't do well with Philly. He was up and down. I know he's a local legend. Roger Lodge, may have to ride his bike further through Camp Pendleton to find La Costa Canyon High School down here in Carlsbad, but I'm pretty sure he'll get there along with his blind date crew, and we'll have a picnic out there, I guess. At any rate, hey, maybe Moniak, I hope he does well, but it just seems like the Angels coaches, whomever, we know they can't develop anyone young, and we've messed up Adele where he just doesn't have value anymore. It just sucks. But hey, man, good call in. Shout out to everybody. Again, pregame show. I'll be home. I got to work at like 2, but I know the Angels play at 1 tomorrow, so pregame should be around noon. So look out for that. Mateo, get well. And hey, Todd, who's your favorite superhero, dude?
My favorite superhero, Batman.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you would have said Spider-Man.
Why is that?
Well, aren't you afraid of spiders?
Oh, yes, I am. But this guy,
anyway,
stick to the feet jokes. You dick.
Wait a
And
minute.
I caught that one too. You used a foot pun, dick.
That's right.
I love you, James, even though
And,
I'm hating you right now.
I'll see you soon. Later.
All right, later. That's James. So whoever called in, if it was EQ or someone else, if you want to call in, I can hear you now, and you can hear me too. It will come off right now. Got Footloose. Shut up. The number again is 714-598. Well, there you go. Oh, jeez. You're on the Halo Honk line.
Oh, now I can hear you.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
So I just wanted to add in also with, like, things happening at the trade deadline and stuff, and all these new players coming in. It's like, I mean, we could have had such more, like, as much as we all hate the thought of, like, if you told this to an Angels fan last year, oh, Ohtani needs to be traded, we would get gasped at, we would get yelled at, we get told things like, this guy's a once-in-a-generation player. But, like, when you come to baseball terms, real life, that trading Ohtani might have been the only way, basically, for a huge rebuild and also huge development to our next steps into at least hitting the playoffs.
Yeah. It would have worked out in so many ways. Again, the Nationals filled several holes, and the Angels could have did the same thing, and including putting 2 or 3 of those guys in the minors to bolster that the value of the minor league system. And I think they missed the boat on that, and we'll have to see what happens in the offseason, whether they try to go that route again.
Yeah, we do, and it's like if Ohtani does get signed to basically a lifetime deal with the Angels as well, I guess Trout would, we also just have to pray and hope that these minor leaguers do develop, they do come up, and they do have a huge impact to build. And, like, maybe, who knows, maybe Ohtani and Trout staying on the team would have been a good idea later on in the future, but with all these minor league teams, but the one steps have to come baby steps. First, we got to get rid of the coaching stuff up here because, I mean, you look at our minor league teams, they're kicking ass right now. Why? Because they have the coaching, they have the patience for them, especially with Reed Detmers. He went down there, talked to a real pitching coach, had all of his pitches developed, and he became such a better pitcher. Like, I mean, he had a couple rough starts, because, of course, our offense can't give him runs, but he's shown that, these minor league coaches open his eyes, give him the development, and it's literally what we need. We need coaching staff to help these guys develop.
Yeah, exactly, and that's unfortunately what we don't have right now. So when that does come, we'll see a different change. That's why I'm going to say it over and over. You watch Brandon Marsh take off with the freaking Phillies, because he's going to get the training down there in the minors. He's going to come up fully charged up, and he's going to have a better approach at the plate.
And I really hope he does. I will, of course, be watching Angel Baseball. So even though, God, we suck on offense and stuff, but I still will be watching every day. And, when the day comes when Marsh is in the lineup, I will make sure I keep track on every single time he's at bat, everything that's improved. And it's going to show when he improves, it's not going to be because, this guy sucks, but he can play defense. It's because the staff, it's the coaching down here.
Absolutely. Good call again. Yeah, sorry about the other times. I guess the system was messed up on here, so we have it set. But good call, man.
And then
go ahead.
One last thing is, I also, as much as, I honestly do hope Syndergaard does get a chance to come back next year, because, I really did like that guy, from watching him back, and when he was with the Mets, I was like, if you told me back then that Thor would have been an Angel, I would have laughed, because there would have been no way. But, I really hope, down in Philly, he develops something, he gets onto a roll, and he said he's open to come back to LA, and I really hope he does come back to the Angels.
Yeah, I do too. And he fit the vibe here, and he was great in the clubhouse, and he pitched good for us. The win-loss record didn't look good because we didn't support him. So hopefully he does come back, and we have a better offense next year.
I hope so. I really hope so.
All right, brother. Well, you have a good night, man.
You too.
All right. That leaves a line open. So I know some people have been trying. EQ called in right after this guy. So it's 714-598-3221. We'll take a couple more phone calls. I don't know why. I don't know what's happening with shit. That was a lot at once. You're on the Halo Honk line.
Hello, I'm quite hung.
So this is Grill Master.
Yep.
You know that intro would get you canceled in most cultures nowadays.
I just need a shitty joke.
Yeah, well, I thought you were going to go with the feet, though, since everyone else
No, I wasn't.
Okay, thank you.
We've already done that way too much on the show. Matt B, Steve Elise, Randy, and everyone else throwing out the foot emojis.
Yes, exactly. Man.
I don't have much to say about tonight, but I will throw out, I present to you 4A Shohei. He can't hit against the bad teams. Like, come on, how does he let Oakland do this to him?
Well, I mean, again, like if you tell me you can get a starter to go 5 to 6 innings, allow 3 runs or less, I'm taking it every time. I don't put this one on him. I put it on again. Look at how many games, bro, have you watched this season where they've scored only 1 run, 2 runs, no runs? That has been more. That has been more than any other game I've seen all year.
Yeah, I honestly, I mean, I haven't been watching nearly as many games as I did early in the year because, well, I've just given up on the Angels. I've ripped them so much, and I've come to a point where I've realized why should I keep ripping them, because the Angels they keep sticking to the same old script. I'm just kind of gave up on them. I'm honestly waiting for October when I can watch my Anaheim Ducks play.
Yeah, and you know what? What's going to be sad is the Ducks will probably score more goals than the Angels.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't make the playoffs this year. I said that in an earlier comment, which you didn't get to. But did I hear that you guys are going to be recapping Ducks games? Like Dominic of the Catella Chronicles would do it?
Correct. He's going to be doing the post-game shows for the Ducks.
Oh, cool. And I have another show that I could possibly call into.
I
remember
Go ahead.
I think I remember one show, JT did it live, and I think I crashed onto his live stream to talk some Ducks hockey with him one day.
Yeah, you're gonna have a call in. I think he's gonna be using the same exact system I am. So we're gonna have something set up for Dominic to do that for post games for Ducks. He might even have a pregame. I'm not sure. One of their guys might be doing a pregame.
James, do the pregame show. I'm kidding. So, what do you think of Tucker Davidson, the prospect that we got from the Bravos?
Very raw. That dude's a guy that I think Manassian actually was involved in signing and drafting. So we'll see. I mean, maybe he knows something we don't, but he's only been pitching about 37 innings. So we don't know. We don't know, but the jury's still out on a lot of these guys, and I think that was along with the salary cap was salary dump deal was Raciel, and the Syndergaard one was out of desperation.
Honestly, I would say he's similar to Detmers in that he's got the same pitches: fastball, slider, curve, and change.
Yeah. I mean, again,
right? I mean, Tucker Davidson looks like an interesting pick. I don't know, though. I feel like he's going to take a while to develop. He was drafted the same year as Moniak, actually, 2016. So he's taken a while to progress up to the MLB, seemingly.
Yep. We're just going to have to see if he can even do anything, because he's been a true 4A player for the Phillies. That smells to me and reeks of this guy needs a change of scenery. He might flourish with you. He might not. So we have to see.
But you know how you get Davidson or Moniak to flourish with our wonderful baseball team.
Wait till next year. That's what you do. You don't let them try to flourish this year, because they ain't getting no fucking help this year.
You fire the hitting coaches. You get rid of the not so wise guy named Matt. You get a new manager, and obviously I threw in a bunch of names, and I think some other guys did too. What's your pick? Are you on Erstad, or do you want someone else?
I think my top 3 are going along with a lot of your guys' picks. I like Erstad, Schmidt, and Ron Washington.
Yeah, it's Schild, actually. I think you're talking about Mike Schild from the Cardinals.
Shields. Yeah, Shields. My bad.
Would you take Charlie Montoyo?
No, but I would go Martinez because he pitched. He coached really good for bench coach for the Rays, managed them in the World Series, the Nationals. So guys like that, I would give a shot to. I don't think I would go the dude in Detroit, Hinch. But yeah, they need a different turn. That's for sure. The
only reason I hate Hinch is because he's a cheater. He coached a cheating team. But the thing about Davey Martinez actually is that that year the Nationals had half a pitching staff. They had 3 good starters and maybe 2 or 3 quality bullpen pieces. So that's an even more impressive effort, especially doing that against the despised Astros. Like, the only 3 good starters that Nationals had were Steven Strasburg, Max Scherzer, and I think it was Anibal Sanchez. And then in the bullpen, the only 3 good pieces they had were Tanner Rainey, Daniel Hudson, and some other guy. Definitely wasn't Steve Cishek, I'll tell you that.
Exactly. But good call, Grill Master. Look forward to Ducks season because this Angels season is circling the drain, my friend.
Maybe a Ducks game one day?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to go to some.
We'll come down to the pond. I went to like 4 of them last year, so that's a lot for me. So I'm going to get to
Hopefully you got a win in some of them.
Yeah, we got a win in 2 of them, and I went with Steve Lease to 1 against the Kings, and they absolutely blew us out.
Oh, was that 4-1 loss when they lost to Jonathan Not So Slow?
Yeah. All right, Grill.
Ouch.
I got Randy calling. He's calling in right now. All right,
Peace
brother.
out.
Have a good night. It's the Halo Honk Line featuring Randy. What high school did you go to?
Oh, man. I had to get on here before you were 1 foot out the door.
Motherfucker.
Listen, I don't have anything really to add for tonight, but I just want to say this. I want to tell all of Halo fam what I've been telling the group chats. Listen, guys, we aren't trading fucking Ohtani. Trout's not fucking going anywhere. Just stop with the fucking bullshit. We're making it back to the playoffs, folks. Next year, Artie's opening the purse strings. We're bringing in a whole new coaching staff.
Mm-hmm.
You just fucking wait. You heard it right here on the Heady Baseball Network.
Wait, before you leave, Randy. Before you leave. Oh, you left, you bastard. Oh, I was setting you up for a... I had a nice comeback, and now it doesn't work since you're off the line. Bitch. I still love you, Randy. This is a Halo Honk Line.
What up, Todd? EQ.
EQ, what is up, my man?
What up, big dog? How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Yeah, I just want to say to everybody that I troll, I'm just trolling, dude. That's not who I am in person.
Yeah, I know. You're
you
cool
know
as hell, man. I know that.
But I have a request. If it can happen, get Ward out of the field and get all the young guys like Adele, get Sierra, and that one new guy, and then bring up McKinnon first base, get Stefanik second base, and let's get Fletcher and shortstop. And might as well just bring a Wallach for catcher, so Suzuki, because I can't stand him at all.
Yeah, I can't stand Suzuki either.
But what do you think? I want to end the season like that.
Well, I mean, they'd have to bring back McKinnon. He'd have to clear waivers since I don't know why they freaking DFA'd him. And then right now, I mean, it wouldn't hurt. I mean, unless you're trying to help Salt Lake get to the playoffs and let them finish their season, which they are going to go to the playoffs, and so the Trash Pandas, I would just, September, I'd be like, hey, man, their season's over. Let's just freaking call up all the guys. I mean, for real. I mean, this team is just, fuck it. I mean, I'd rather pay to watch guys with not that much talent as these dudes, but they're trying. You know, because there's no doubt this Angels team has talent. It's just they're not trying. They're not coached. It's like they're doing whatever the fuck they want to right now, and it's bad to watch.
Yeah, and also like what I was saying is like might as well just do that, and then they can get a little bit experience, and until next year. And like what I was overhearing what Randy was saying, he said like he's right. Like no, they're not going to trade Trout and Ohtani. They can't afford it. Dude, Ohtani brings everybody internationally, you know. But regardless, like if those young players play around those players, dude, easily they're gonna get that experience, they're gonna get that momentum. Like whenever I was playing like ball or football, whatever, like whenever you're playing, like how can I say it? Like iron sharpens iron, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta play around players that know better than you, and you get better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And plus, I mean, I've seen less talented teams win because of their culture in the dugout. I've seen teams rally around each other, feed off each other's momentum, and they want to play better than the next guy behind them or the guy that just hit before them. And this team doesn't have that. I think pitching-wise, yeah, we heard about that early in the season. A starter would go out there and have a good outing. The next starter's like, I got to top that. Same with the bullpen. And we had that good mentality and culture in with the pitching. But the hitting is just not there. It hasn't been there all year. And then you couple that with your guys who are supposed to be leaders and the superstars, one by one going down. Rendon, Fletcher wasn't here. Trout's been up and down. And Ohtani's a quiet leader. He ain't going to say nothing. So it just hasn't worked for us, and that's why this team is the way it is right now. And the coaching staff doesn't help out, obviously.
But just watch what Randy said. Next year, watch. There is going to be a lot of changes. And I've been saying that for a long time. A lot of changes with the coaching, maybe management, president. I don't know what's going to happen, but I have a feeling because a lot of complaints have been going on, and I don't know, man. I have a big feeling. I've been saying this for years. Like even like every year I say, next year, and slowly but surely, the train is still moving. Because the reason why they do that is for a reason. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's not just because we want the team to lose. They can't afford to lose fans. They can't afford to lose baseball games because you know why? Baseball games, good players sell tickets. And just watch. Surely, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean, man. And it wouldn't take too much to fix this team if they put the right pieces in play, basically, whether it's coaching, whether it's leadership, everything.
I don't know, but well, hopefully we have like someone like because Trout, he's not a captain in the dugout. We need someone. We need someone like to throw the bats around. Break a bat when they strike out, or like they look at a pitch, not just walk with their heads down and not confident. Like whenever I see like the Red Sox, Yankees, or anyone, they look at the pitcher, they eyeball them, and they're like, oh fuck, okay, all right, you want to be doing like this? Okay, next at bat, I'm gonna get you.
Mm-hmm.
All these bat Angels, man, they just put their head down, go to their corner, and eat the fucking nachos with fucking Paul Sereno. You know what I mean?
That's about it. Yeah, they're like, hey, do you have more of that guacamole?
Max, extra walk.
Yeah, exactly. Sereno's like, I got you.
Seriously though, man, it's like whenever I see a different, like for example, I hate the Dodgers for my whole entire life. I'm surrounded with Dodgers my whole entire life. But those guys are competitive, man. They want to come out and show off. Those guys at least score one home run a game. At least. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they have good coaching staff, and also they have competitors that want to play. They want to play ball. They want to come out here every day, and no rest days because all of a sudden Trout wants to take a day off. Rendon wants to take a day off. Like you don't see Ohtani taking a day off. Like he said today, he can't afford it. Why? Because he wants to play. And he's a real competitor. We need more players like that next year, hopefully, because we don't have shit this year.
Exactly.
And we'll see.
Yeah, we sure will. All right, EQ, good call as always, man.
Absolutely, man. I'll see you right now.
All right, brother. Well, that's EQ right there. Carlos Ortega brings up going to single A 66ers first place team instead of the Angels Clowns. And you know what, Carlos? That team is fun to watch because they score about 7 to 11 runs a game. Uh-oh. It's the Halo Honk line?
Hey, I just want to say, check out the merch store.
You could have put that in the comments, but he's going to put it up there. All right. Let's see. Also, Carlos says they were like on a 6-game winning streak and you just got snapped. Castellanos is out in left field. It will be a home run, and it will make it a 4-0 ball game. I don't know if he'll be pulling his headset again. Mateo's, I think, will call right there. Artie's sense of pressure. You don't think he knows what paper bags are going to do coming into the stadium. Trust me, he knows. And, I just saw a report about the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pittsburgh Pirates fans have been wearing a lot of paper bags into the stadium and also taking shots at the Pirates owner on social media with paper bag stuff. So he's actually spoken out about it, and been pretty pissed off. You could look that story up, the Pirates owner. So it does make a difference, Randy. It does make a difference. Andrew says Angels fucking suck. Thank you. Steve Lee says Artie is about to have an empty stadium. Let's get last phone call here. It's the Halo Hunk line.
Hey, what's going on?
Who's this?
Oh, hey, this is Brian. Am I on the air? Or?
Yeah, you're on.
Oh, okay. What's up? What's going on? I'm listening to it live on YouTube. I think I'm a little backtracked. The owner is very important. I should know I'm a lifelong Clipper fan, so I went from Donald Sterling to Steve Ballmer, and it is night and day. The whole organization has changed. I mean, it's just a night and day thing as far as the culture and everything. So the owner has a huge part to do with everything. And I'm worried with Artie, like, it doesn't matter who the coach is or what's going on, because I think he gets into, controls the coaches. It doesn't matter. I just, over the years, it doesn't seem like who the coach is. He's involved in certain ways. And it doesn't let the manager do things, the way things are supposed to be done. And he's just too involved. And that's why we can't get over the hump, unfortunately.
I agree. This is something that unfortunately has come up many times before. People saying that you can't change anything in the freaking concession stands without letting Artie know. He has too much of a hold on this organization. That's why we joked about, Brian, about having someone take one for the team and get a sexual assault case against Artie Moreno or something to get him out as owner, because he's terrible. And, you got to let your people run the organization. And my thing is, if he was such a hands-on guy, how did he allow a guy to sell drugs in his own stadium to his own players and murder one of them, or at least contribute to his death? So it's unfortunate, man. I mean, I understand where you're coming from. Steve Ballmer is 100% better. He hasn't gotten the luck with the Clippers as far as winning too much. I know they were close a few years back when they first got Leonard and everybody. But yeah, you look at it now. I mean, again, you take this organization and that ownership any day over this regime here in Anaheim.
Dude, we didn't even have a G League team. I think he had like 2 assistant coaches to the coach, and that was it. I mean, Ballmer has like 15 different assistants, and he's got assistants for those assistants. He's got international scouting. I mean, he's just like throwing the whole. It helps that he's the richest owner in sports too, but I mean, he really wants to win, and he surrounded the whole. We got Jerry West just as like an advisor. I mean, he really wants to win, and he's putting his dollars to work in that. But like with Artie, right? So the players aren't required to take batting practice before the game, and that held true with Madden and now Nevin. So do you think that's like actually coming from Artie? Like, oh yeah, our players don't need to take batting practice. Like, that's what I mean. Like, who cares? Like, if it's Erstad or the coach comes in, if Artie's running the whole show, then does it really matter like who the coach is, or is he that hands-on that he can control if the players take batting practice or not? Do you think?
It's a good question to ask, because maybe it is to that point to where he's like, I don't feel that batting practice is important. I feel that hitting the cages is better. But you could tell by the numbers, hitting the cages is not helping this team. We're the team in the league that takes the least amount of batting practice. There's certain teams, because of travel days, won't do it because they don't want to tire out their guys, or they had a back-to-back game doubleheader, or a late night then early morning start. I get that. Or weather plays a part because they want to get a game in, or they can't because it rains. I get all that. But if you're continually not taking batting practice, it's hurting the team. Is Artie behind that? I don't know. If he is, then we have no shit. We're shit out of luck. We're never going to change. But maybe it's
that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, right now I'm leaning towards it's Nevin not changing what he feels is a good thing from Madden. Maybe he hung around too much with Madden and smoked a lot of that ganja with him and realized maybe, this is the way to go. But, next year is going to be what we got to see, Brian. Is a new manager going to come in here and bring back the hitting, before the game and all that stuff? or are we going to be stuck in the same just spin cycle of shit?
Yeah. I'm new to your podcast. I comment. My name is Brian Bolkin, and I'm the guy who bought a house right by. I'm looking at the stadium from my house right now. I'm off of Ball and Sunkiss and that housing track to the left there. So,
nice.
And it's just I bought a house right here. I could walk to the stadium, walk to games, and it's just like so depressing, man. I'm a big Halos fan and big fan of yours. And so thank you for all the time that you put in. I know you had some losses in your family, so. I prayed for you on that, and appreciate your time and all your hard work on this. It's so awesome to hear a voice that rings true, you know?
Hey, man, I really appreciate the comments right there, Brian. That means a lot because, it's been a tough season on and off the field. But, you fans go through it too. And, so whenever you guys have a loss, you guys share it with us. And hearts and prayers or thoughts and prayers go out to those of you, too, that have had a tough year, so but I appreciate you listening to the show too, man. Really do.
Yeah, right on. You have a good night.
You too. All right, that's Brian checking in from YouTube and everything, so that's cool right there. Let's see, Catella Chronicles, my boy right there, Dominic. It's not so much about the putting the bat to the ball. It's more about the approach to the plate and the fundamentals of hitting. Exactly. What's a fundamental? Other than, hey, that was Tim Duncan's name when he was in the basketball. That was his nickname. Catella Chronicles hits the nail around the head. Dude, how much more can this team not do the little things to win ball games? They just don't want to try. Let's see. Steve Ballmer bought the – it'd be awesome if Steve Ballmer bought the Angels. Yes, Matt, it would be. He's got the Clippers set up for success with a brand new stadium. I hope that the Clippers can change their logo too. I don't know if that's bad juju too, but maybe a new logo, maybe a new name. But if people still love the Clippers, that's cool and all. But the name anyway. But I would love for that team to get a title. I really, really want them to succeed. Let's see. Martin says, I think if you pull the mask off of Nevin, you will find it's really Madden. Yeah, sort of like that meme from. What's it called? Scooby-Doo. Let's see. Already pregame drinks at Brian's. There you go. Yeah, let's camp out at Brian's. God, I missed 2002 to 2010. That's those golden years of baseball, Randy says. Exactly. And no, you're not going to be the tribute, Steve Elise. Don't you think about it. The only good thing Nevin did was stand up for his pitcher or two. Yeah, that was true. But he picked the wrong pitcher to throw that pitch because right away our boy said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Wants cop to it. See, maybe he will, guys. I might be getting a girl on Snapchat who is in my grade. Mountain Dew starting to lay the hammer. Let's see. We're more fundamentals. Exactly, we are fundamentals. After review, completed pass receiver was down short of the goal line. He's doing it. I'm curious to hear Mateo one day call a game. That's why I would love to have him come out for one of our softball games right here. Matt Bedingo says, okay, Todd, I'm out. Hope you all have a good footy night. Shut up, Matt. Let's see. Also the Flintstones right there. Let's see. Fuck wants. I agree. It is hammer time. And that should you know what, and I'm just gonna say, Big Hammer, if you get into a position with a girl, I think James is on the right path right there. You need to have MC Hammer ready to go on your phone, and as soon as you're ready to get down and dirty, you got to play do 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 do, and then just get down. That's how you got to do it. Open that box, Hammer. James, let's see. Oh jeez. Let's see what else. Let's see. I wish I had a hot girl that would text me. I'm so lonely, I could cry. Oh my God. Lay the hammer is right, Abraham. Let's see. Mateo says, if you get a girl, give her everything. I know that firsthand. Mateo's got a story or two for another show. But anyway, hey, thank you everybody for calling in and also messaging. It was a fun night tonight. Again, let's see if we can get this team going moving forward. Let's see if the Angels can start winning, because otherwise, yes, we will be talking Ducks hockey here very soon, and we'll be talking football probably because September's right around the corner. And, of course, here come all the foot emojis. So, again, with that being said, everyone have a good night. And thank you, Mari, as well. You have sweet dreams, too. She's the only nice one. Everyone else is doing the foot stuff. Screw everybody. All right.